Don't do anything too stupid.
Fisher, you have a visitor. Follow me.
Hello, Sam. How are you?
Could be worse.
And how's Jamie Washington?
Fine, we've become best pals in the last 3 weeks.
So the mission is on track.
It is. He's already talking about introducing me to his friends in the JBA, particularly the boss, Emile. How are things on your end?
Rough. Most people at Third Echelon still believe the setup and think you've gone rogue. But Assistant Director Williams isn't one of them anymore. He did some digging, found out that we're trying to locate the Red Mercury by infiltrating Dufresne's organization. Now he's looking for an excuse to pull the plug.
How did he find out?
That was my fault, Sam. He managed to get his hands on the list of buyers you recovered from Iceland.
Then I need to break out with Jamie. Now.
Why do you think I'm here? Tonight's the night. Another Splinter Cell team is sneaking inside. They'll provide you with all the cover you need to get out. PDA on the counter has the prison's layout on it. Take it.
Thanks. Anything else?
3 things. I ran a check on Barnham, the man you said Washington wants dead. Whatever happens, you cannot let Barnham die. He's an important witness for the Department of Justice. Second, near the morgue you'll find a hidden disk with information on Washington from the prison's computers. It may help you later on. Final point, and I can't stress this one enough, Sam. No casualties. You're going to be on a thin moral tightrope. The JBA has to trust you, but so does the Assistant Director. If the JBA suspects you are a traitor, or if Williams thinks you are playing too risky, then it's over either way. Every decision you make will have consequences. It's not an easy situation for you, but I wouldn't trust the Red Mercury to anyone else. Good luck, Sam. I'll keep in touch from time to time through your cochlear implant.
Damn. Jamie's in trouble.
Whoa! Barnham and Washington? This is gonna be good!
Looks like you could use a spotter, Washington.
Bring it.
Too bad you got me instead.
Mother.
Barnham! Stay out of this! Not a chance. Get off him. Now.
Wait your turn, Fisher. There's enough beatings to go around.
I always cut in line.
All 3 of you, go to the wall and put your hands against it now!
You just made a big mistake! They're gonna have to hose you off the concrete when I get through with you!
Well, now that I've got him, what do I do with him? Jamie hates this guy. If I kill him, I'm Jamie's best buddy for life, which is good for the mission. Lambert doesn't want casualties. He's got Williams breathing down his neck. One or the other. Gotta decide.
That's it! You asked for this!
Are you okay?
Better than he is. I think you killed him, buddy.
Got gas.
Knockout gas. Fisher. Fisher. Can you hear me? Hey, Fisher. You awake? Thanks for saving me last night.
No problem. I didn't like Barnham's style.
Maybe we can bust out of here. Have a little fun. Check it out. He has a gun.
I'll take it.
Sure thing, buddy. After the way you took out Barnham, I know it's in good hands. Go ahead and take it. And get our lockpick, all right? It's still on the guard. Just a sec, Sam. We get shot.
You were ordered to leave Barnham alive, and you disobeyed that order.
Jamie had to believe I was capable of anything. He had to take me to the JBA. First up was the man in charge, Emile. I remembered him from Iceland. Next was his lieutenant, Carson Moss. Can't say we hit it off. The person who was going to handle the weapon was Enrica Villablanca. She wasn't much older than my daughter. And finally, there was B.J. Sykes, the techie in charge of their security system. One man I didn't get to meet was Cole Yeager. It seems Dufresne was afraid Yeager was plotting to take over the JBA. So he sent me on an errand to pump Yeager for information, hoping Yeager might try to get the new recruit on his side. On my way to see Yeager, I had an opportunity to sneak into the compound's restricted area, so I took it. Lambert, come in.
Sam, what's your status?
I'm inside the restricted area. I managed to sneak in undetected while running an errand for Emile. What's new at home?
Williams is furious that you went against orders and killed Barnham at Ellsworth. I couldn't get all your equipment. Williams is blocking my access. Did you find what I left you?
Yeah, I got it. Wasn't easy to snuggle in, though. So what's the plan?
Intel. We set up a surveillance grid on the outside. But the JBA's electronic countermeasures are keeping us from hearing anything on the inside. You may have noticed some problems with your equipment as well. We need you to tone the jamming down by reducing its electricity input. Blueprints indicate the compound has been rewired so many times that each area is now regulated by a different fuse box. Find all 4 boxes and tap into them. There should be one on the roof, one near the entrance, one in the warehouse, and one in the loading bay. Their location is on your minimap.
Anything else?
Yes. If someone spots you, or if they detect the drop in their grid, the new guy is going to be their first suspect. You can't afford that. While you're there, find ways to prop up your cover and divert suspicion to someone else.
Emile is already suspicious of one of his people. Cole Yeager.
If that's the case, Yeager might be useful to us. Send me any info you find and we'll go from there. Lambert out.
This is the dirt on Cole Yeager. Looks like he's plotting to take over the JBA. I'm not sure Emile will like that. If I send this to Emile, Yeager's dead within the hour. But if I send it to Lambert, there might be a chance to extract Yeager and pump him for information.
Sam, I have to warn you. Williams is getting antsy. Tread carefully. Can't afford to lose his trust.
This is Emile. If anyone sees Cole Yeager, tell him I want him in my office. Now.
Now get back to the public area before your absence is noted.
I never learned what happened to Yeager.
We found him 3 days later. Shot twice to the head. But let's get back to you. Your first assignment for the JBA was to rob a train in New York?
A private train used by a bank to transfer liquid assets without drawing attention.
Did you know what the money was for?
No, but Emile didn't want any witnesses. He ordered me to kill anyone I came across. Lambert told me the exact opposite. 0 casualties.
Who supplied your equipment for this robbery?
Lambert was posing as an arms dealer. He sold equipment to Dufresne so I could still have access to my usual gear.
That was a big risk.
Too big.
Fisher, Enrica. The train has already arrived, and the valuables are being loaded on board. We will be hijacking the train, but we still need the code to its vaults. Fisher will obtain that from the station chief. If you encounter anyone, strike first and leave no potential witnesses alive. Fisher, the equipment provided should be sufficient. We are currently changing suppliers, but you should find you have a little of everything. Dufresne out. Fisher, the station chief should be just ahead. Get the code from him, and then kill him.
Relay that order, Sam. Do not kill the chief. No casualties.
You ready for a little excitement?
I've got a dozen guards.
We won't get here before I break your neck.
Fine. What do you want?
The access code.
I can't give that to you.
Can't or won't.
1773.
Guess what? You pass.
Do you really want to add murder to armed robbery? Just let me go. Do you really want...
Sam, I have to warn you. Williams is getting antsy. Tread carefully. Can't afford to lose his trust.
I like a man capable of following orders. You are doing well, Mr. Fisher.
Damn it, Fisher, I told you not to kill him. Williams is gonna be furious.
Attention! Attention! The vault is now closed.
The money gave Dufresne the opportunity to discover who'd stolen the red mercury from Iceland. Then he got himself a sample to use both as a test and a diversion. He had the samples shipped to Cozumel. We followed soon after. The target was a cruise ship with 2,000 souls on board. Dufresne wanted us to plant the red mercury bomb and get out. Lambert wanted me to prevent the detonation by tampering with its trigger mechanism, Enrica's cell phone. But you interfered and made everything worse.
I couldn't rely on you, Fisher. The stakes were too high.
Fisher, we have successfully smuggled the red mercury device on board. Get it while Enrica fixes the comm relay.
Roger that, boss.
Fisher.
Thanks, Sam. Damn it. Sam, did my phone fall out of my pocket? Can you see it? We need it to trigger the bomb. If anything goes wrong, Emile is gonna have my head.
I've got it. I'll give it to you at the extraction point. This is it. Our one chance to prevent the bomb from exploding. I wonder how far Emile will go if the bomb doesn't explode. Would he kill Enrica? Or me? Are we worth more than 2,000 lives? This could be the end of everything. This better be the right call. I've just sent 2,000 people to their deaths.
Williams has reviewed your actions, Sam. Get on a computer and talk with him, or he's gonna pull you out. Good, I'm glad you were able to pull it back in time, Sam. Williams is a bit more sure of you now, too.
2,156 dead. And you are responsible for every single one of them. How could you let that happen?
I had a choice to make. I made it. I had to keep my cover. I needed Dufresne's trust.
Then he sent you to Russia.
He needed a tanker. Didn't say why. A smuggling ship was trapped in the ice in the Sea of Arbusk. They dropped me in to clear the area and secure the tanker for them. I never want to see another ship again.
meeting ended sooner than expected. Were you able to accomplish everything?
I got what you wanted.
Excellent. How do you feel about loyalty, Mr. Fisher?
There have been a few times where it was the only thing that kept me alive.
I value few things in this world more than loyalty. Without it, there is no foundation for any greater enterprise. That is why Jaeger had to be disposed of.
Why are we talking about this, boss?
Because we have a traitor.
Says who?
During the meeting, Masood received a call from one of his men. The news was important enough to end our discussion.
Are you absolutely sure of this?
It has been confirmed by Tokfir, who has his sources.
So, what do we do now?
You kill him.
Kill him?
There is very little trust between the three groups. Removing Hamza will put Masood greatly in our debt, and I want that leverage on it.
Did you say Hamza?
Yes, Hisham Hamza. Do you know him?
I've shot him once or twice.
Then you know what he looks like.
Yeah.
Good. I'd recommend leaving something unpleasant in his car. It'll be faster than trying to track the man himself down. Any questions?
Not a one.
Very well then. Radio me once you deal with Hamza.
Lambert, come in.
Fisher, what is it?
Hisham's in Kinshasa. Emile ordered me to kill him.
We know. The CIA just asked for our help. Hamza was infiltrating Masood's organization, but his cover was blown.
Where is he?
Hiding in the pool area on the lower floors. Take the elevator.
Lambert, Emile wants a body or else.
I understand. Do what you can. And get Hisham out through the parking garage.
Freeze!
You're hurt.
It's just a flesh wound.
I've heard that before. How do we get you to the parking lot?
We walk? I'm ready to help you.
You set up an ambush by your car. What? Did you steal Masood's parking space?
Don't joke about it. There are bodies in the street from guys who were shot for doing less.
Any of these guys about your size?
Don't know.
Sam, I can't believe you just killed him.
Emile gave me no choice. He has to believe I'm on his side.
Now I have to convince Williams that you're still on our side. Stay focused, Sam. Don't jeopardize the mission.
Emile.
Yes, Mr. Fisher. Has Hamza been taken care of?
He has.
Good. Then let us depart. Clear the extraction area so a helicopter can land. Emile out.
I was the one who had to break the news about Hamza to the CIA.
Considering what Dufresne was planning, Hamza would have agreed with my decision. Dufresne was receiving 5 red mercury devices. All of them were going to be detonated at the same time. One of them was going to be on the Alcosta tanker to be taken into Los Angeles Harbor. The second was being choppered to Nashville, where the president was making an appearance. The last 3 were for New York City. But first, Emile smuggled the bombs into the States through his headquarters in New Orleans. While I was back there, I managed to sneak into the restricted area again. But I'm sure you remember that.
Fisher bothers me.
It bothers me too. The bastard thinks he can just waltz in here and...
Not like that. It's his record. Sykes says he doesn't jive.
What's the deal?
I'm not sure yet. Sykes said he'd be taking steps to find out.
Lambert or the mission. If I confirm Lambert's cover, Emile might set him free. But then he'll still wonder who the mole is. If I let him know Lambert is a federal agent, Emile will kill him. But he'll be satisfied. The mission can continue. I don't know anymore. I just don't. Sorry, old friend.
Congratulations, everyone. Because of our tremendously successful test in Cozumel, the bombs are ready to ship ahead of schedule. They will be leaving precisely at midnight.
Fisher, our spotters have located the Nashville and Los Angeles bombs. One is on the dock, the other is on the roof. They're being loaded now. You have to defuse them before they ship.
This is a level 4 alarm. Intruders, fire on the cameras!
Both bombs have now been sent on the way to their targets.
This is a level 4 alarm.
I killed Lambert.
Yes, you did. You believed the mission required it, and you acted accordingly.
Is that how you justify what you did?
This is where it all pays off! All the white, all the
are? Don't thank me yet.
What? Hell and damnation!
What's going on?
It seems Mr. Sykes was right. Our Mr. Fisher is a traitor and a spy. And for that, he died. Kill Fisher on sight!
Keep the noise down, man.
Bite me.
I'm serious. Fisher's around here somewhere.
That son of a bitch, I knew he was dirty all along.
Like hell you did. I was the one who kept telling you that. Zip it, dumbass.
Can you just tell me to keep the noise down?
You hear the news?
I know. LA just went down.
So did Nashville. My fellow Americans, you are screwed.
Even if they stop us from...
They're not gonna stop us.
We interrupt this programming to bring you a breaking news story. We are receiving reports of massive devastation in Los Angeles, where some sort of explosive device was detonated just moments ago. The destruction is centered on the city's busy port, but the damage extends for miles in all directions. Early speculation indicates that the blast may have been nuclear in nature, and authorities are estimating a death toll in the hundreds of thousands. We thought it was an earthquake, said one witness, but then we looked out toward the water and saw the cloud. I wish it was an earthquake. We will continue to bring you all the breaking news on this tragic series of events. This just in, we have word of a massive explosion in Nashville where the president was speaking earlier today. It is believed that the president and those in attendance were killed in the blast. Authorities are responding to fires which continue to blaze out of control throughout the city and are trying to extend emergency aid to the thousands of wounded survivors. Vice President Lee Wendell, when informed, vowed to find those responsible and bring them to justice.